Julien and I met on the road 3 years ago. He was touring in a band called Unknown Mortal Orchestra, based in Portland, and I met him through there. He's been playing drums. He was opening for my band at the time, Northwesterns, and then he actually moved to Chicago to drum in that band, and we just became roommates and very good friends. Coolest band for the live setting, there are 6 of us total. There's Julien and myself, and then his very good friend Josiah plays bass. We have a horn player named Will, and a guitarist named Ziad, and a piano player named Malcolm. And I think it's important that all of us are very good friends from childhood or high school. And when we're actually recording, it's just Julien and myself, and we kind of are trying to do this concept where we create a bigger band on our own. And then when we take it to the live setting, we include all of our friends in that. It started in this really weird way. I bought an old tape machine, a 4-track cassette recorder off of eBay that was kind of, in a way, ruined and sounded terrible. But Julien and I kind of made this song. I guess you'd say it was sort of like a joke, or like he was tongue-in-cheek and weird, and ended up both really liking how it sounded and trying to take that kind of rough, weird energy that we got out of that recording and apply it to a bigger idea. So it started that day. We just recorded that song and loved how it sounded, and that's the first song that we recorded for the record. And then every song since then has gotten a little bit more refined, but I think we're including that one on there just for the sake of integrity or something.
I think we were trying to make country music that could appeal to kids our age. Probably.
I think, like I said, it started on this tape machine thing that we were figuring out, and also with that we discovered these kind of, I think we both became obsessed with these kind of lost musicians of the 60s and 70s. This kind of idea of these really talented people that for some reason failed and made these records that were very bizarre, very catchy, and sound like bigger bands of the time, but were just never noticed. And kind of like this idea of making this lost record underneath the persona of Whitney, which is, you know, it seems like one person, but it also seems like a band. It's kind of ambiguous in that sense. So I think we were kind of obsessed with like kind of the mystery behind that name and creating this weird persona behind it that we were able to perform under. So a lot of the time, you know, we'll be recording or something, and it'll be like, is this what Whitney would do? And Whitney isn't a real person or anything, but it's like this weird idea that we have that kind of dictates the way we make the music.
What draws me to music from the 60s or R&B, I have no idea, but like I've just always been obsessed with Sam Cooke. Like, that's probably still my favorite singer of all time. But I think it's just like an honesty in the music, probably. In R&B, like people just figured out how to put like honest lyrics and like honest feelings into like the catchiest melodies and the strongest, the melodies that like make you feel something, you know what I mean? When you gave me up, those golden days snuck away from us.
I feel like people have this idea that music, whenever you say a decade of, or define a genre of music by a decade, 60s R&B or 70s, whatever, it's like you're subscribing to some sort of revivalism. But I think that what we're more interested in is like those recordings showcase talent.
Over the next year, I think we're definitely going to release a full length. We're just going to play as many shows as possible. We want to tour. We just want to work.